Okay, a few of my, well, not a few, a lot of my subscribers have sent me messages saying, what's happened with Jessie? Is he still here? Is he still alive? Well, yeah, he's still here, still alive. He's getting on quite well. But I'll pass you over to Jessie because I think he's the best guy to tell you how he's getting on, etc. So what's been happening, Jessie?
Well, when I first come over here, I come with, of course, without furniture. I ordered my chair right away and was just getting ready to order a couch. It's unfurnished. But then I got, since I got diabetes, I got, they call it cellulitis. Mm-hmm. In other words, I was wearing the medical stockings, but this is not the medical type. This isn't as strong. But my legs were swelling, so I put the stockings on. But everything was so tight, I wasn't getting the circulation, so it caused cellulitis. Mm-hmm. Which I wound up in the hospital for 3 days, and then I had to go back to the doctor how I was getting along. So that was the end of that. But
so how has that impacted on your well, you're not on my type of budget, obviously, but I mean, how's that impacted on your finances? Has it made a big difference, or you managing okay?
Yeah, in a way, but only because I was sending so much money back home. I have to send, I have to pay for my house back home, which is $1,200, which a big chunk of money, mm-hmm. of my money. But at the same time, I was getting ready to pay the house here, all the utilities. And then I stepped on a broken tile that cut the bottom of my foot. So go back to the doctor, more expenses. And since I had just paid for everything, it created more bills, which mm-hmm. sent me back again. But hopefully this next pay I'll be able to catch everything back up mm-hmm. and start all over again.
Well, you seem to be pretty comfortable. You've got a nice TV there that I'd like myself, and you've brought all your computer equipment with you, so you've got plenty to keep you occupied.
Yeah, I got plenty to keep me occupied. Although I'm dying to get my other stuff from back home. Mm-hmm. I got more computers. I got more computer parts. I just like playing with computers and building them and stuff like that. So there's plenty for you to do at home. I wasn't walking around, I wasn't visiting. Mm-hmm. But here, I just love it. I get up early in the morning, go sit down there in the cool, see the kids going to school, wave to the older guys going to work, and I just sit out there. Used to walk around every morning and evening, but for some reason I just can't hop around that good.
You've actually lost a little bit of weight while you've been here as well, haven't you?
Yeah, but I've only lost about 10 pounds. I mean, it takes time to lose weight. Mm. And
10 pounds is good.
Yeah, it's good, but I could probably lost another 10 pounds if I was walking all this mm-hmm. time. I've been kind of crippled now. Well, I wasn't disabled to begin with, but at least I could walk pushing my wheelchair. Now I can't even do that.
Mm. So sorry to cut you off. What's the plan now? Are you buying more furniture, or you?
Well, this first paycheck I'm getting is really gonna catch me up to pay all my medical bills. Plus, it's at the beginning of the month, the house payment due again, and all the utilities. So with all of that and my medical and what I borrowed, that'll pay everything off. Mm-hmm. So I'm going to be kind of tight a little bit till my next check, which then I'll be able to, I'm dying to buy this couch that I seen online. And from there, I go from there, depending on what I can afford. At least the couch and table and chairs. Mm-hmm. I'll just do that one payday, the next payday. But I want to buy stuff little at a time because I don't want to stay too broke. This next pay, not this payday, but the one after that, Also, because of borrowing and medical expenses, I'm gonna put $500 aside.
For medical. Yeah.
Yeah, because when I went into the hospital, I had to borrow to get out of the hospital.
Mhm.
They're kind of like hold you ransom if you can't pay the bill. You can't leave there until. So I had to borrow from here and there, even hawk my ring. So because of all of this, I need to borrow. And then I hurt my leg again, which I borrowed again. Well, people here are friendly enough to loan you the money, but they kind of put it in a way, this can't happen all the time. It was suggested that I need to start putting money aside, because I was lucky that all of this happened and people had money, but that may be the time if I don't have money put aside. Then.
So, there's one or two of my subscribers in your position. They're disabled, they're in a wheelchair, whatever. I mean, what's your advice to them about coming somewhere like this, and what kind of budget is the minimum you think they'd need?
If you're in my position, I wouldn't come unless $1,200 at least.
Yeah.
Because you need to pay more, especially if you, well, like me, if I go somewhere far, I'm gonna have to hire a car for my wheelchair, and that's gonna cost more than a jeepney or a trike, so that'll make more expense. Plus, the idea is make sure you got, to be perfect, at least $1,000 in the bank for medical emergencies. You may not never need it all, but it's better to have a little bit more. So that would be my thing right there. Make sure you got money for medical expenses aside from your living expenses. Put money aside and just keep it in the savings or wherever until you need it.
Yeah, yeah. So, how are you getting on, like, friendships? Have you got any friendships going off? Friends, women friends, anything? Got anything in the pipeline?
Well, I got this one lady I kind of like, but I'm going to go the long, slow route, so to speak.
Yeah.
I've got a few female friends that are just friends. I say girlfriends because they're a girl, and it's a friend, so it's kind of girlfriend in that way. But there's nothing to it. We're just good friends. This one that I've known for year and a half, almost 2 years now, is going to try to come visit Monday. But it kind of embarrasses me because I don't have enough furniture. If it's just her by herself, well, she can have my chair and I'll sit on this. And then I don't have a stove now, so maybe this next hey, I'll get enough snacks here to feed her something. It may not be the right thing, but it's snack. And if she gets hungry, I'll send her next door when he's doing the chicken guts and the pork.
So you've got a friend coming. So that's a positive thing. That's a good thing.
Oh yeah.
So in closing, then, are you subscribed to this Britain the Philippines bloke?
Oh yeah.
What do you think of his channel?
I think yours is one of the better channels. Not that I'm prejudiced or anything like that.
But just say you're not. I'm not paying you for that.
No, but I'll say better if you did. A pack of cigarettes would go a long way.
Right.
No, but people, like you said, people in my kind of situation, hey, if I didn't have my problems, medical problems, I would really be loving it. Like I said, I was out walking around, which at home, I didn't even felt enthused to do that. But here, the coolness in the morning, I like to get out there while it's nice and cool. I walk around.
But how do you see the future, Jessie? Do you not see you losing a bit more weight and being able to do that?
Oh yeah. Especially like I said, once this is all cured, I'll be walking around a lot more, doing more exercises, trying to lose some of the fat. Because like a lot of people say, if I could lose some of this fat, I mean, it's going to relieve some of my back problems that I have, and hopefully walk around without a wheelchair.
So you're losing weight and I'm putting weight on. That can't be right, can it?
Yeah. right now I might be even putting it on because I can't walk around and lose it.
Yeah.
You know, but yeah, well, it takes time. I tell my friend the only time I can really lose weight is I go to the bathroom, lose 5 pounds in no time.
So that's Jesse. He's okay apart from the odd mishap, and you know, everything's going all right. So you know how he is now. If you've got any questions you want to ask him through me, just post something on the site and he'll reply to them himself. So bye for now. Thanks for watching, and please subscribe, give me the thumbs up, and we'll see you all soon. Bye for now.